Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm featuring Jellicent, who has recently been buffed with the Hex. So I decided to try it out, the Ghost Water Pokemon, and the weaknesses of this Pokemon are majorly Dark typing, Grass typing. So to cover its weaknesses, back Pokemon are Primeape and Shadow Grand Bull, and also I have replaced Primeape later with the Annihilate. So I found Annihilate bit better combination as a team. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. So the best thing about this team is you can use it in Ultra League, as today it will be a rotation change and we have a very good lead of Talonflame. So we are going to stay, they are going to stay as well. So they might try to catch my surf, but I threw it and this surf is going to one shot. I think they might survive here, let's see. But they decided to give up the shield, and here comes the Ampharos. So I decided to dip into Primeape. So I'm going to go for Rage Fist, but before that they are going to go for a move. This could be a Trailblaze or the Thunder Punch. I can survive one, so decided to no shield. So I'm going to go for Rage Fist. This is going to do decent amount of damage. He might shield thinking that I'm going for a close combat, but they call it correctly and I think I can reach one more. So this is going to either grab the final shield or knock out the Ampharos. I'm happy with both. So actually they give up the final shield, which is good. Now definitely I'm going to come with Grand Bull because I don't want to take those electric move. So this could be another Trailblaze. It is going to do a lot. And look at the damage, 80% health is gone. I am immediately going to dip into Jellicent. They come back with a Clodsire. I have a 2 shield, so I think this looks winnable. So I'm going to go for Surf, doing super effective on the Clodsire and the Talonflame as well. So that's why the Jellicent is MVP in the Great League and Ultra League as well. So definitely I'm going to invest the shield. This could be a Stone Edge, and yes it is. So I decided to shield. So I'm going to overfarm a bit so that I can get ready for next surf on the Talonflame, and I have a shield and they have some energy stored on Talonflame as well, but not to worry, I can reach my surf. But before that they threw here, so definitely I'm going to invest a shield in case they go for the Brave Bird and they go for fly, but that is fine, we are not going to save our shield. So this surf is going to be enough, or maybe they will survive here, and actually they do survive with few HP, but I'm going to snipe them with one charm and going to secure the win. So good game. Let's move towards the next opponent, and it's a Diggersby in the lead. So we are going to stay, but they are not going to stay. It's a Primeape. Actually I was a bit slow on swap, and now I have to take one of the Rage Fist and shield one of those. So he's going to go for the first one, so I'm not going to shield the first. Instead I will shield the second one. Charm goes through, so definitely I'm going to invest the shield. And let's see if Diggersby is going to return. I can go for the close combat on Diggersby, and he's waiting for the full switch timer, and now they dip into Azumarill. So it is good thing that Jellicent can handle both the Pokemon. The reason why I'm going for a dark type move because Crunch has a chance to lower the defense, but unfortunately I don't get it. They have 2 shield advantage, but still this is not going to help them because Jellicent is just good against both of the Pokemon. That's why it's a MVP. So they are going to go for Play Rough, and it does a decent amount of damage. I have to be very careful while throwing my move, and here he goes for the catch. I'm going to store a move and then dip into Primeape. High chance he will try to call a shield because they have 2 shield. So I'm going to full send the close combat, but before that they go for the Scorching Sand. I can survive it. So I'm going to overfarm a bit, generating back to back. So this close combat, he might shield or he might not. High chance he won't be shielding, calling the bait, and he tries to call the bait. Now I am baiting here because I have a back to back. So high chance he's going to shield this move, and this is going to boost up my attack. And now Diggersby is very low on health. So I think I can just farm them down. I have to take this Scorching Sand. I will shield this move because it is going to do more damage than the Play Rough. So I'm going to farm up and wait for the catch, and he dips into Azumarill. I'll go for the Shadow Ball. This is going to one shot the Azu, and they do decide to shield. Now I am going to overfarm a bit. Actually it was a CMP tie. This Play Rough is not going to be enough, and I have to overfarm because I want to get ready for the surf on the Diggersby as well. So I maximize my energy and go for the Shadow Ball. This is going to knock out the Azumarill, and I think 2 more Hex is required to go for the surf, and will reach it before they make it to Fire Punch, and this surf will be enough to knock out. Actually I decided to go for Bad Manners Shadow Ball, but not to risk it, and we are going to secure the win. So good game. Moving towards the next opponent, and again Talonflame in lead. So I see so many Talonflame, so I'm going to stay here and not going to throw immediately, wait for the catch, and here comes the Shadow Drapion. This is the matchup where I was struggling, so that's why I swapped Primeape into my Annihilate. So I will take the first move. This is Aqua Tail. I am going to go for Rage Fist and boost up my attack. This is not very effective, but still they might shield because there is a threat of close combat and they do shield here. The next move will be my close combat. I will shield this. This could be Aqua Tail, but still I'm going to shield, otherwise we'll get the knockout and I'll reach to close combat. I'll go for it, and actually they do shield and I lose the switch, so that is fine. And they do shield here and I was unable to maintain the switch, and they has a lot of energy. Hopefully they are not running Sludge Bomb, otherwise it will one shot my Grand Bull. So I'm going to call it that they are running Crunch and Aqua Tail. So they go for the Aqua Tail and Charm knocks them out. Now I am going to immediately dip into Jellicent and they dip into their Gastrodon. So Jellicent here also can handle both the Pokemon. So that's why I say Jellicent is just an MVP in GBL. So I'm going to overfarm a bit so that I am going to ready for the Surf on Talonflame as well. So this Surf will be enough to knock out the Gastrodon. And yes, it is. And I have a shield left, so I can easily win this. Immediately going for the Surf. This is going to put them very low, and after that I think few more Hex and it will be enough to knock them out. So let's see. I think I will shield here. Maybe I don't, just to give them a win con. But they went for the bait move and they go for the flame charge and lose the match. So good game. We won this match. Let's move towards next opponent. Jellicent in the lead against the Jumpluff. So this is a bad lead, but still I'm going to stay here because back Pokemon will also struggle here, especially the Primeape. So they can go for the energy ball. This is going to be super effective. And I am going to bluff them that I am running Ice Beam. This is going to be a double super effective, but I am not running. I am going to go for Shadow Ball. Let's see if they are going to shield move. And actually they don't shield, and this time I am running Annihilate. So I went for the CMP tie on the Surf. Definitely they won't be shielding if they are counting it correctly. And yes, they don't shield. And this was a CMP tie. This Irrelease will be enough to knock us out. And after that, I'm gonna come with, I think, Grand Bull just to charm them down, but they are not going to stay. They come with Diggersby. Here the Annihilate works very well rather than Primeape. So they are going to go for, I think this is Scorching Sand. So definitely I'm going to shield this move. And luckily I don't get the debuff. I'm going to overfarm a lot and then go for Rage Fist. Actually I should have went for the Rage Fist immediately. Let's see if he's going to invest the shield. And they don't shield here. And this could be another Scorching Sand. So I have lot of energy, so I decided to shield at the last moment. And now I can just counter them down, which is good for us. And one more counter and then I will throw my Rage Fist. And this Rage Fist is just going to be enough to knock out the Jumpluff, or it might grab the first shield at least. And the Annihilate is boosted, and here comes the Primeape. So I'm going to just tap screen because there is no need of charge move. I will allow the opponent to save the shield at least for the next season so that they can save both of them. And now I am going to just counter them down, but before that they just top left. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent, and it's a Jellicent in the lead against the Dugong. This is also good lead, neutral lead actually for Jellicent, but they are dipping into Dunsparce. I was a bit slow on swap and I tried to catch here. Actually I caught a wrong move, I would say, Drill Run on the Annihilate, but that is fine. I can do a lot of damage with the counter. I am going to boost up my attack with the Rage Fist as well. I have to shield this because this Drill Run might get us very low and later he can just farm us down. So now I'm going to put a lot of pressure with those counter, and this Rage Fist is going to boost up my attack. They might shield here thinking that close combat, and yes, they do shield. And definitely I'm going to invest my final shield because this Annihilate is boosted and busted as well. So we are investing a shield on Drill Run and few more counter, and Dunsparce is out of our way, and the final Pokemon is Serperior. So I was able to reach a Rage Fist. Here I decided to went for the close combat, but I was worried that he's going to shield or not, and he shielded the move. And this was not a CMP tie, actually he threw immediately, and this Irrelease is going to be enough to knock us out. And now I'm going to come with Grand Bull because Grand Bull against the Dugong is not that a good matchup. So I'm going to sacrifice here, and he was trying to catch, I think. So here comes the Dugong. I'm going to go for Shadow Ball immediately before they debuff us with the Icy Wind. So I'm going to generate and I'm going to overfarm a bit so that I'm ready for the Serperior as well. So he's going to go for Icy Wind and debuff my attack. That is fine as it is not very effective, and I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball, but before that I'm going to generate, I think, almost 100 energy and one more hex, and I can reach Shadow Ball for the Serperior as well. This is going to knock out the Dugong, and one more hex for the Shadow Ball, and we are going to secure the win. So this Shadow Ball is definitely going to be enough to knock out the tanky Serperior after the debuff, and we secure the win. So let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us, and it's a Jellicent against the Umbreon. So we have two good answers at the back. So I'm going to safe switch into my Annihilate, and they are going to come with Trevenant. That's very bad. So I'm going to go for Rage Fist to boost up my attack. So let's see what happens. He might shield here. Actually, they don't shield. Now I will shield the move. The Seed Bomb is going to do a lot of damage. The fast move are putting up a lot of pressure. So I think I can just farm them down with the counter and have a lot of energy loaded. So I went for the Rage Fist just to grab the shield. At least we can balance those shield. So going for the Rage Fist, and yes, they do decide to shield. I want to win the switch so that I can align my Grand Bull against that Umbreon. So definitely I'm going to invest my final shield as well. So they go for the Seed Bomb and they get knockout. And here I was about to reach my close combat, but opponent was very smart. He threw it, and this is going to knock out. But I have a Shadow Grand Bull which is going to do a lot of damage, and they dip into the Clothsire. I have a hard answer, but unfortunate part is I don't have shield, and Earthquake does hurt a lot. So we are immediately going to go for Surf, doing a super effective damage on Clothsire, and half of the damage is done. I need to grab that shield, and the Poison Sting on the Clothsire against the Grand Bull is going to do a lot. Hopefully I can reach a back-to-back Surf before they reach another move. So I'm going to go for a Surf. This will grab the final shield and few more Hex. Hopefully I can reach it before they make it to the Earthquake. And our switch timer is also up. We have to be very careful for the catch, but before the timer gets up, I threw my Surf, and this Surf is going to be enough to knock out the Clothsire. And after that, Grand Bull can handle the situation, but they decide to top left. So good game, we won this match. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel. And if you need a PvP coaching, I have made a separate video regarding the PvP coaching I'm going to provide you. So please don't forget to check out that video. The link is in the description, and if you are interested, kindly reach out to me. I'll provide you coaching to hit legend, expert, whatever your target is. So that's it, all I have for today's video. So meet you in next video. Till the time, take care trainers, have a good day, bye.